Shalom, 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 shalom. Before we even get started in this listen, first and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakah Hakadash. Secondly, we want to give double honors to the Elders Apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and worthy of double honors. And third and lastly, we want to give salutations to all the Akim, that's of the hopeful elect, that pushing forth this word and this truth in righteousness, sincerity throughout the four corners. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Brotherhood Car of GMS South Carolina Midlands branch, back with another listen here. And you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of brothers been covering, you know what I'm saying, this story. You know, they made videos, they made edifying topics, you know, of what happened in DR, you know, the nightclub, you know, the roof collapse, Unalive. Now they're saying death tolls up to 221. But anyway, you know, all of his judgment of Yahawah, man, you know. And, you know, the time that we're in, and see, that's one thing about Israel. Israel is not hearkening to the voice of Yahawah. They're not paying no attention to the prophets of Yahawah, sitting out B times early. All right. And that's Great Millstone, man. All right. Starting with the Elders Apostles, Great Millstone, to the elder bishops, on down to us, man. All right. Consistently bringing out the words of Yahawah, man. All right. And bringing you the 100% truth and giving you, you know what I'm saying, warning from Yahawah with no gimmicks at the end of the day or whatnot, man. All right. You know. Okay. Now, I'm going to play this news clip here. And, you know, and like I say, for Esau, this fair use, man. This freaking fair use, man. All right. You know. Okay. So, you know, my page is not monetized. This is fair use at the end of the day. Nevertheless, man, let's let this video play, and then we're going to go ahead and get into some scriptures, man, because Jake mine is always partying, bullshitting at the end of the damn day. Tell you how about Shah make a move on him, man. All right? Till you make a move on him. All right?
Continue following developing news out of the Dominican Republic. An official says the death toll in the roof collapse at a nightclub has climbed to 221. While no one has been found alive since Tuesday afternoon, crews are still searching for any potential survivors. So many questions remain unanswered in this devastating tragedy. Fox 5 Stephanie Bertini live in Washington Heights with the very latest on what we know as of right now and how local families are watching this news as it unfolds. Stephanie, has to be heartbreaking for them.
Hey, Bianca, good afternoon. Well, you could see a small memorial here. We're close to United Palace. It's a venue that's seen many Dominican artists, including the late Ruby Perez. Ruby Perez was one of several victims, as we've reported, of the Jet Set nightclub collapse. In the Dominican Republic today, people are in deep mourning as officials have shifted from rescue to recovery efforts over there. The nightclub located in Santo Domingo was packed with people attending a concert headed by Ruby Perez. The venue, well known for its merengue parties on Monday. At last check, officials said at least 221 people are dead. That's the updated number. And over 200 people are injured, as we've been reporting. It was Tuesday morning, rather, when the roof gave out. Officials have said it's too early to determine why the roof fell. I was in Passaic, New Jersey last night with the family of 24-year-old Jennifer Contreras. They believe she was at the Jet Set nightclub when the roof collapsed. They haven't heard from her since. Her family says she went to the Dominican Republic for a beauty course. She traveled there often, according to the family. They do have relatives in DR. The family yesterday understandably devastated. When's the last time you talked to your sister?
My family, we all talked to her on Monday, earlier in the day, and the last time we got on the phone with her was Monday around 9 p.m.
From New Jersey to New York, what's happened in DR is really tough for the Dominican community here. We're seeing a lot of emotions in Washington Heights where people are just heartbroken over what happened. Dominicans here in New York, in Washington Heights, a lot of reaction. How would you describe what people are feeling, what people are saying, what you're feeling?
Sadness. We're devastated. It's a lot of life, and those people pass away doing something that is so used to us, having fun, being with family, spending time together, and singing our music out loud.
More than 180 survivors were pulled from the rubble. And here, Bianca, there's still some hope that more people will be found alive. Here in Washington Heights today, I talked to many people off camera, some of them literally crying in tears, even though they might not even know these people, the victims.
Yeah, well, having fun, man. Yahawashi ain't think it was fun. Yahawashi thought it was nothing but pure evil. That's why he went ahead and he brought that judgment down upon you Dominicans, man. All right, so-called Dominicans, man, which, you know, your biblical nationality goes back to Simeon at the end of the day. But nevertheless, man, you know, Simeon just like the rest of the tribes, man. All right, you know, they not in tune with Yahawashi. Don't know what time they in at the end of the day when it comes to the judgment. All right, in the season, all right, that we're in, all right, and we're not in the season of, you know, partying and giving it a marriage, man. I mean, not giving it a marriage. We're not in the season of partying and bullshitting at the end of the damn day, man. All right, you know, all right, you know, hey, man, we're not slavery. We're not fucking captivity. We're coming in, you know what I'm saying, to the time of the worst time ever known to man, all right, at the end of the day, and that's judgment. Yahawashi about to bring upon this earth. It's called Jacob's trouble, man. It's called the hour of temptation at the end of the damn day, bro. Yahawashi ain't playing, man. All right, you got people. Yeah, we just, you know, you heard the Dominican woman. Yeah, you know, I'm just so hurt because, you know, people just in there singing and we just having fun. And see, that's the problem now. You're having too much fucking fun, man. All right, you bullshitting too much, man. Your mind ain't on Yahawashi. Your mind ain't on seeing Babylon being destroyed and seeing Yahawashi, you know what I'm saying, avenge Israel, you know what I'm saying, start with the elect on this side, you know what I'm saying, avengers of our damn enemies, man. At the end of the day, bringing Esau ass out of fucking power. Before bringing him out of power, destroying his kingdom, man. All right, and bringing his ass out of power into slavery and captivity, man. Starting with the super elite. All right, niggas' minds, like I say, on bullshit. All right, that's the only damn thing Jake want to do. Bullshit, party. All right, Amos 3 and 6. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?" You better believe the people was fucking afraid, man. Up there in that goddamn fucking club up there in the DR. All right, you know, all that pride went right out of the goddamn window at the end of the day. They ain't know what the fuck hit them when Yahawashi bring forth, you know, his judgment at the end of the day. And then Yahawashi, he got prophets out there in the DR as well too, man. He got brothers out there in, you know what I'm saying, Dominican Republic, man, pushing the word, pushing the truth. But just like most of our people, Israel, you so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, man, your mind is too stuck in fucking Babylon. You stiff-necked. All right, they don't want to hearken their nicks at the end of the damn day or whatnot, because they're offended in Yahawashi. They're offended in the truth. They're offended in the scriptures, and they're offended in the men of the Lord. And guess what? Yahawashi offended in y'all, man. All right, he's offended in y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas in y'all Gentile state of mind. That's why you seen that judgment Yahawashi bringing forth, man. All right, like I said, most I wasn't fucking playing. And see, that's why the Elders Apostles, you know, through the spirit of Yahawashi, you know, especially lately, man, you know, been going in on, hey, man, bros staying out of them damn fucking clubs and shit, man. All right, because you never know when Yahawashi gonna bring judgment upon fucking niggas. Scriptures say don't follow a multitude that do wicked at the end of the damn day or whatnot. Because up in them fucking clubs, what taking place, man? All right, you know, niggas out there committing adultery. All right, you know, niggas out there, you might a lot of witchcraft going on because you taking fucking drugs consider sorcery at the end of the day or whatnot, man. All right, you got niggas out there selling drugs, you got niggas on drugs. They call it pre-gaming at the end of the day. They on fucking pills, weed. All right, all kind of hard drugs as well too. Like I say, the pills. All right, on all kind of different fucking alcohol, lean at the end of the damn day or whatnot. You know, okay. So you got drunkenness going on. All right, you know, like I say, you got a idolatry going on up in that motherfucker. Okay, everybody thinking they the shit. Oh, you know, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm going to the club. It's my birthday. And guess what? Most I'll be bringing judgment upon your ass too, man. All right, and that spirit of buckets at the end of the damn day, cause that's what the fuck it is. And we, you know, I got the scripture for that on deck as well too. You know what I'm saying? But let's get Shalak. Let's go from there. Amos 3 and 6. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahawashi have not done it?" So, hey, man, that was judgment of Yahawashi bringing forth to them damn Simeonites, man. All right, up in that fucking club, man. All right, you know, all that wickedness that's going on up there in Babylon, everywhere Israel at, man. Bunch of wickedness taking fucking place, man. All right, and Yahawashi, he's not, you know what I'm saying, you know, he's not being long suffering anymore. He's bringing down that wrath, man. He's bringing down that judgment, man. All right, and hey, man, them doors of mercy and grace about to be over with shortly, man. Them doors of mercy and grace about to be goddamn, you know, it's about to be over shortly, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me get Galatians 5:21 real quick. Let me get Galatians 5:21. Cause that's where it's at. All right, all that clubbing, and that's what niggas live for. Niggas live to go to the fucking club and shit, man. All right, that's the only damn thing a nigga fucking know in this slavery and this fucking captivity. Club, man. All right. Galatians 5:21. Let's see what Yahawashi how he feel about them fucking clubs, man. Okay. It says, Galatians 5:21. It says, envying, murderers, drunkenness, reveling, and such like. And we're going to look up that word reveling too, man. All right. We're going to look up that word reveling. We're going to look that up in the blue letter. All right. But I'm going to finish reading this verse here. All right. Verse 21. It says, and such like of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahawah. So you fall up under these wicked ass fucking sins right here. You're going down there to verse 20 on down. Matter of fact, read verse 22. All right. Idolatry, what I just mentioned earlier, witchcraft, hatred, variance. All right. Emulation. All right. Wrath, strife, seditions. All right, heresies, all right, you know, gossiping, all shit of the fucking world, man. All right, you know, envying, murderers, drunkenness, all right, reveling, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahawah, man. All right. So let's look up that word reveling, because it said, you know, you're guilty of these wickedness sins right here. Your ass don't fucking repent. All right. And turn away from these damn wicked ass fucking sins right here. Hey, this is the judgment Yahawah is going to bring upon your ass. Like you see what happened to them niggas up there in DR, man. All right. Now let's look at that word reveling, man. Okay. In the blue letter, because we just said, let's see what that word means. Get some understanding. All right. What that word reveling means. Let's say you shall not inherit the kingdom. All right. And that reveling goes back to Strong's 2970. All right. It looked like Kamos or Kamos. All right. Let's see here.
Strong's G 2970. Komos.
All right. And we look up that word Kamos. Okay. Let's get straight to the definition here. The second definition right here. It says a nocturnal and riotous procession of half drunken and frolicsome fellows, man. Yeah, frolicsome fellows who after, see, this going back to the origin right here, man. Okay. All right. It says frolicsome fellows who after supper parade through the streets with torches and music in honor of Bacchus or some other deity, and sing and play before houses of male and female friends. Oh, that's clubbing, man. House parties, that's clubbing, man. Let's get our club on, baby. All right. Hinch, used generally of feast. And what they do, they eat up in the club. They serve food up in the club. In certain clubs, you know, alcohol, all right, and everything else you can think of in them damn clubs. All right, of wickedness. All right. But it says hinch, used generally of feast and drinking parties. There we go. It said generally of feasts and drinking parties that are protracted till late at night and indulge in revelry, man. See, there you go. There you go. Party in that club spirit. Clubbing, all that clubbing. All right. And what did we see? What did we read? Not what we see. What did we read in verse 21? All right, that clubbing, man. This is what Yahawashi feel about that fucking clubbing, man. It's wicked, man. All right. Okay. And which we all was guilty of that at one time, man, before we got into this knowledge, before we got into this truth, man. All right, at the end of the day or whatnot. Now, do we have ceremonies where we have our feast days? You know what I'm saying? Are we going to be in the kingdom? Are we going to party? Yeah, you better believe we're going to party in the kingdom. But guess what? It's a season for every damn thing at the end of the day, bro. We ain't in the season of partying and bullshitting at the end of the day. Because you in that fucking house of mirth, when you got time to mourn, when you have time to keep your mind on Yahawah, bro, when you up there having fun and being distracted with all kind of forms of different entertainment at the end of the day, because that's what all that shit is, nothing but entertainment. Entertainment, nothing but distraction from the truth at the end of the day, man. Distract you away from the truth, man. All right? Now, it says, Galatians 5:21, envying, murderers, drunkenness, reveling, and such like of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahawah. So now you got a better understanding what that word reveling is. All right? That clubbing, that partying is fucking spirit at the end of the damn day. All right? You know? Okay? So we don't supposed to be in that mindset. We're supposed to be in that spirit, man, at the end of the day or whatnot, man. All right? You know? Now, matter of fact, let me put this word in right here. All right, let me see here. Let me see. Make sure I spell that right. Did I spell that word right? Hold on here. I think I spelled that wrong word right there, conversation. I think I used to spell it. Hold on. I know the word conversation in there. There we go. I think I spelled it wrong last time. Okay, here we go. All right, now, I think, let me see here. I think that's in. Nah, that ain't what I wanted. Hold on. There you put off concerning the formula. According to the deceitful. That's a good one, too. Ephesians 4:22, good. But that ain't the one I was looking for all kinds of heaven. Let no man despise thy youth, be thou. Hold on, let me see. Call holy and be all in good manner. Wise. Hold on here. Seeing all. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Second Peter 3:11, and it's read, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, going into Babylon, the fashion of this fucking world at the end of the damn day. All right, matter of fact, let me start back at verse 10, man. All right, get that meat on there, get all the meat on there. 2 Peter 3:10, but the day of the Lord, Yahawah, will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. And that great noise is going to be them thermonuclear missiles. That's going to be the end game of the end games, man. That destroying plague that Yahawah instrument he's going to use, all right, to tear down this damn devil infrastructure, tear down this devil's kingdom at the end of the day, Esau's kingdom, man. All right, 200 million warheads to be exact, all right? And then Babylon is going to be totally destroyed, man, all right? You're not going to be a big-ass fucking desert, man, okay, after the aftermath, man. But let's finish up, all right? And that's coming during the time of World War III, man. All right? It's coming real soon. All right, like we prayed this year. Finishing up verse 10. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And the elements talking about every damn thing you see, man. Every damn thing you see, all right? Including yourself, all right? If you're not of the elect of Israel, including your ass, you're gonna melt too, man. You part of the elements, all right? Your body's made and created of the elements of the earth as well, too. So it says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, man, from the nuclear missiles. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up, man, all right? Now, we know that judgment is coming. So what mindset we supposed to be in? Verse 11, it says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And that word conversation goes back to conduct at the end of the day or whatnot, man. All right. It's your actions, man. How you carry yourself, man. All right. You know, at the end of the day, it's supposed to be holy, which is separate from the ways of this fucking world. Because Yahawah say he chose us out of the world at the end of the day, man. All right. And like I say, it's a time and it's a place for everything, man. All right. Is it wrong? Is it sinful to party? No. But no and yes, because you know what I'm saying, because you got to know this the time and the season that we're in. This ain't the season to be partying, man. Being in no mirth spirit, bro. All right. Matter of fact, let me get Ecclesiastes real quick, man. I'm gonna stay in that one. Let me get Ecclesiastes. Let's read verse 3 and 1. Let's start off 3 and 1. It says, and we're gonna jump down to verse 8. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1, and it's read. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, man. All right. So let's stop there. Let's stop there. It says to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, right? So it's a season for everything. What season are we in, man? Because we in our damn fucking captivity, man. What season are we in, man? What mind state we supposed to be in? All right. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Yeah, Babylon ain't not rest. This is our captivity, man. All right. This is where we come to serve slavery and captivity. All right. You know what I'm saying? Yahawashi Shah. All right. Already preordained. We was going to serve slavery and captivity. And we not going, and he wasn't going to show us no favor in the lands that we were scattered, which is Israel. All right. Because we sinned against Yahawashi Shah. We broke the covenant, man. All right. You know. Okay. So in our captivity, all right. You know, it's, you know what I'm saying? The elect, you know, we supposed to consider, man, why we catching this fucking hell, this slavery, this captivity. All right. And in our eyes, gonna see our teachers. All right. Going back to Baruch, the 2nd chapter. All right. You know, when I say our teacher, pursuing back to Isaiah 30 and 20:21, and also Baruch, the 2nd chapter, where it says, we shall remember ourselves in our captivity. Then we gonna understand, oh, that's why we're in slavery and captivity, because we sin against Yahawah Shah. And the elect is we gonna return back to Yahawah Shah, man. All right, you know, and out we pray we be delivered. All right, you know what I'm saying? From that second death, man, that Yahawah Shah is be bringing upon this earth, man, which is those thermonuclear missiles, which we were reading a little bit in Peter's, man. All right, but going back to Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. Yeah, this whole place polluted, because you got the wicked, which is the 3rd category of man, which is Esau, the wicked. All right, he's ruling, and he ruling wickedness at the end of the day. All right, you know, his blessing is a sword, and that's what the fuck he do. All right, destroy everything in his fucking path, man. All right, he defile everything that come in his damn path, because that's how he designed. That's how Yahawah Shah designed this devil, man. All right. And it says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. So if you stay in the mindset of Babylon, you're not looking for the day of Yahawah Shah. All right. You want to party, bullshit. Want to build the fucking world. You want to be a drunkard out here. You want to be a drug head out here and shit. All right. Hey, your ass going to be destroyed along with Babylon at the end of the damn day, man. All right. You know, Let me get, oh, matter of fact, let me jump back to Ecclesiastes, all right, 3:1. All right, let's read that one more time. Okay, it says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. All right, and look at verse 8 here. It says, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace, man. All right, so it's a time for everything. And right now, we in a time of hate, and we in a time of war right now, man. We in a time of great judgment that Yahawah Shah about to bring before this earth at the end of the day, like never ever before, man. All right. So if you're prudent, man, which is only the elect, man, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be prudent. Hey, you be getting your damn house right, man. Before Yahawah Shah, you getting your house in fucking order, man. Okay. All right. This right here, Proverbs 22:3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hide of himself, man. Yeah, man. You know, he put away wickedness, man. All right. Making sure, getting himself ready for that marriage with Yahawah Shah. Making sure that he's giving all diligence and make his election assured, man. Okay. All right. So all the superfluity and all that madness and shit, man, you don't fucking put away, man. All right. You're coming a new creature in Yahawah Shah at the end of the day. All right. You know, the things that please you in the world, when you come to truth, these things no longer please you any fucking more. They ain't pleasant to you no more, because, you know what I'm saying, you know, you going off and you sin against Yahawah Shah. So our spirit ain't going to be at ease if we know we going off against Yahawah Shah, man. Especially when we know Yahawah Shah is not going to wink at our ignorance. All right. Especially when you know better at the end of the damn day. All right. So you're conscious, man. All right. You're conscious. Okay. I'll fuck with you at the end of the day, man. When you're going off doing something, you sinning against Yahawah Shah, whatnot, man. Okay. All right. And spiritual man, what he'll do, he gonna trim that fat. All right, okay. If that eye offend thee, you gotta pluck that motherfucker out. Is it talking about physically? No, for these clowns out here, whatnot, man. All right, you gotta put away all level of wickedness and evil, man. All right, at the end of the day, bro. All right. It says a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And we done seen how they punish, bro. See how the simple was punished, man. All right, Yahawashi Shah bringing death to their fucking ass, man. All right, when the more singing and dancing and shit, you know what I'm saying? The Most High collapsed that fucking roof, man. All right, okay. Now the roof wasn't on fire, but that roof collapsed on their ass though, man. Okay, and put them to flight, put them to death. What they saying? What 221 as of right now? Might be more than that. Let's get back to Ecclesiastes, man. All right, another scripture I wanted to grab here. Ecclesiastes 7:4. It says, "The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning." That's the elect, man. All right, that's the elect. We ain't gonna be partying. We ain't gonna be bullshitting. At the end of the day, all right, all right. Our minds, you know what I'm saying, in the house of mourning, man. All right. We all about doing the will of Yahawah bahasham Yahawah at the end of the day. Now, do brothers get together? We fellowship amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? Maybe put something out on the grill. May have some music playing. We may have certain brothers freestyling or whatnot. Yeah, we may get together and do that amongst each other at the end of the day. All right. But that's not an everyday thing, man. Every time we link up as a camp, we doing that. Nah, man. All right. Because our number one thing is doing the work of Yahawashi Double. That's why Yahawashi Double created the brotherhood, man, to do the work, man. All right. Hey, like I say, man, we're going to be chilling and, you know what I'm saying, party and all that in the kingdom, man. All right. Like I say, it's a time and it's a place for everything, man. Just like, as a child growing up, you know what I'm saying, up under your parents' roof, and your parents will tell you, hey, you know what I'm saying, hey, man, I want to go outside and play. What your mom and dad going to tell you, man? Hey, you better make sure you got your homework done. That homework better be done. And you better have your chores done, man. All right? These kids don't know about chores these days, bro. All right? They ain't got no responsibility. That's what these kids is running amok, man. They running around here like a bunch of fucking demons and shit. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? Before you can have any type of goddamn recreational time, man, your ass had to make sure your damn homework was done. And responsibility your mom and dad gave your ass, you know what I'm saying? Jobs that you had, the responsibilities you had in the house, man. All right. Whether cleaning dishes, cleaning the kitchen, vacuuming, making sure the trash is out, washing cars, cutting grass, whatever, man. You got to make sure your chores was done first, man, before anything, man. All right. So, hey, our number one chore is doing the work of Yahawah bahasham, man. All right. You got plenty of time for that, man. Okay. Plenty of time for that. All right. When we gonna party and shit, we got plenty of time for that, bro. But like I say, the bros get together here and there. Yeah, we get together. All right. We fellowship amongst each other and we know how to have a good time. But guess what? Our mind ain't in no fucking house or no motherfucking damn Mirth, man. Even though we could be chilling and enjoying each other's company. But guess what? We ain't in no spirit of fucking Mirth, man. We're still in the house of mourning because the realization is always gonna hit you, man. We still in our slavery, still in our fucking captivity, man. All right, cause eventually, everybody got to go ahead and depart and go back to their everyday lives and shit. So there's a reminder what you got to go back to. That's why we enjoy each other when we see each other. All right, you know what I'm saying? Because we know the hell we got to go back to. Everybody got to take on his own portion of hell, and we the only ones that eyes are really open, able to understand the you know what I'm saying, of what's about to happen, man. We understand the grand scheme of things about to take place, man. That Yahawashi about to bring upon this earth. So it ain't too many people on the outside you can really talk to about prophecy and what's going on in the scriptures, measuring the time. And we ain't want to talk to these motherfuckers from the outside anyway. Anybody outside the truth anyway, man. Period, bro. You know what I'm saying? Unless we ain't got no choice. But outside of that, shit, just making small talk with people in the world, hell nah, man. We got better damn things to do, man. Hey, bye, keep it moving if we say that, bro. All right. Be around a nigga too damn long is depressing, man. Cause they don't know what the fuck going on, man. They don't know they left from the goddamn right at the end of the day. Now, pretty much gonna touch on everything that I wanted to touch on, man. We probably can end on that, man. Matter of fact, now let's get Matthew 24, and we'll end on this right here. Matthew 24. Bring out verse 37 and 38. Red letter Yahawashi. Matthew 24 and 37 and 38. May read verse 39 as well, too. All right. But verse 37, but as the days of Noah were, red letter Yahawashi, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Yeah, what it do in the time of Noah? Noah was the elect of his time. He was out there prophesying for over 120 years. And you had the people out there ignoring Noah, all right, not listening, being scoffers, mockers, gainsaying, all right, until that flood came, man, all right? Because prior to then, during the time of Noah, man, it wasn't no such thing as rain coming from the heavens. So when Noah was prophesying that Yahawah gonna bring rain from the heavens, gonna have rain coming down from the firmaments to from the heavens and flood the whole earth, I'm saying, to the people that Noah was prophesying to, all right, the people thought Noah was drunk and Noah sounded foolish to him because, prior till, that time when Most High brought the rain down from the heavens, it wasn't no such thing as no fucking rain. Yahawashi had the dew come from underneath the earth, man, to replenish the earth, man, with water. He had water come from underneath the earth, man, all right, which is called dew, especially down south, man. When it didn't rain the previous night, but that next morning, the whole grass cover up, cover up with water and whatnot. It's moist with water and whatnot, all right? So that's why, people didn't pay attention. And also they was wicked as hell too. Yahawashi wasn't dealing with him. He was only dealing with Noah and his family, all right, at that time. Verse 38, it says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage as they doing now. As we're watching the clip of the news coverage of, you had Simeon out there clubbing. All right. Well, I say Dominicans on this fucking side. Ain't no Simeon. Dominicans up in that fucking club. But nevertheless, they out there partying, bullshitting. All right. Yahawashi, wasn't even in their fucking thoughts at the end of the day, man. All right, that was the last thing they were thinking about, this truth, man. All right, and getting themselves right with Yahawashi. They're thinking about fulfilling the lust of the fucking flesh, man. All right, seeing the artists or whatnot perform or whatever, singing along or whatever. What Yahawashi did, bring that judgment upon their ass, man. Got tired of hearing them songs of fools at the end of the day, man. All right, now finishing up, it says, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Yeah, and that was going to happen, man. Yahweh shall return. Niggas ain't looking for the day of the Lord. All right, niggas talking about the Lord come back another 1,000 years. So, they ain't looking. So Yahweh shall come with that fathership, man. You're going to have niggas dying and having heart attacks right on sight, bro. Right, soon they see the present, because all eyes going to see Yahweh come from the east, man. All right, so it's gonna be like the time of Yahawah, man. Cause niggas ain't expecting the day of the Lord. They pushing the day of the Lord back, man. Oh, he ain't gonna come in our generation. He'll come in our kids' generation. All right, okay. So when the Lord return, niggas ain't gonna, Niggas ain't gonna be on point. All right, you know what I'm saying? He gonna come like a thief in the night on these niggas, man. All right, and they ain't gonna be defended, man. They ass gonna be left here, to catch them nuclear missiles, man. Them nuclear missile warheads, man. But nevertheless, man, that's the end of my listen. And I pray and I hope that it was edifying to the body, hopeful elect. Closing out, want to say shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.